for our December 2024 Technique Club cards. Thank you all for being here. If you're joining me live, I'd love to know you're with me. Please leave me a comment. I will be glancing out of the corner of my eye to my laptop here to see if you are with me, if you have comments. Please like and share the video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss out on any other videos. That I have a lot of things coming up, as well as my friend Christine Bertram, who I collaborate with. We do this class together. She is from the United States. So if you are in the United States and you like what you see here today, you can get kits from Christine for this monthly class that we do. Now, we also collaborate on a class that's happening again tonight. Now, the one, hi, Gail. The one that's happening tonight, Christine will be teaching, featuring Regal Winter. So if you want to get those kits from Christine, she does have some left over, and as well as I do. If you are in Canada, you can get those kits from me. So we work together to work smarter, not harder. She designs the Sweet Bundle class that she's going to be teaching tonight at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. I think it's Central. I think Christine is Central. Hello, Debbie. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jen. So that is how this works. So I'll be teaching this class, but you can reach out to myself or Christine. Hi, Christine. Happy snowy Thursday. I guess you guys are getting some snow down there. I hope it's not too bad. It's a great day to stay inside and stamp with us, right? Today, I'm going to be teaching the technique class, and I'm excited about this one. I fell in love with this suite of products as soon as I saw the September to December mini catalog, and it's on page 32 and 33 of that mini catalog. And we're featuring the product suite called Snowy Wonder. So when I saw Snowy Wonder, I have to give you a little bit of a backstory of when I was picking the technique. I thought, hi, Jennifer. I thought, oh, you know what? Shaker cards. We had those snowflakes, right? And Christine and I work really hard to make sure we get enough products to support our club, right? Our club members are important to us. All of our customers are important to us. But when we know we've got club members signed up, ready to go, we try to get all of the products we need to support that class and make sure that we have enough. So I am so pleased to say that the club members, you guys have received your packages. Now, my Canadians, because of our Canada Post strike, they are coming, but this video will live here on YouTube. You can, as soon as you get your kits, you can rewatch this video. You can pause and do them at your own pace. So sit back and enjoy the video today. If you're from Canada, I know you don't have your kits yet. They're coming. We did get a resolution this week, but they are going to be very backlogged at the post office because we were on strike for just over a month, right? So, or just around exactly a month, which is a lot this time of year. So I can just imagine the backlog they have. So I'm going to go through the roll call. I like to give a shout out to all of our ladies who, and maybe we have a gentleman. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the list yet, but I want to say a shout out to everyone that is a part of this class. And you make this so that Christine and I can continue to do what we do here. So we appreciate you all so very much. So from the United States, I'm going to call out the names of the people that are signed up for this class with Christine. We have Carla Lake, Jenna Helms, Sandy Coy Emery, Faylene Mays, Karen Woods, Leslie McMinn, Nicole Herrick, Barbara Rudolph, Nina Barbarek, Melanie Howe, Lynn Beasley, Vicky Rodriguez, Angelique McClendon, and Diane Bush. So thank you all for being here. I also have my Canadians are also a part of this awesome technique club. Yes, Jen, it is a club, and I've been running this club for years and years and years, and there never seems to be an end to the techniques that you can do with stamping and scrapbooking and paper crafting, right? So my Canadian girls that have signed up with me, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for being here. I'm going to call out the ladies on the list right now. Hello, Krista. You forgot about the technique. Yeah, I know, Krista, because you're in Canada with me, and I know that our Canada Post strike did throw a wrench into things, but we are going to pick up the pieces and keep on going here, right? Okay, so we have Kathy Clark, Alexina Walsh, Gail Stefan, who's here with us today. Hi, Gail. We have Penny Martin, Joy Gaudette, Dawn McMillan, Penny Lane, Amanda Woods, Bernice Panchishin, Kim Barraclough, Debbie Smith, Colleen Winter, Kim Campbell, Linda Budgell, Cheryl McMillan, Lynn Dralich, Linda Norman, Krista Smith, who's with us here today. Hi, Krista. Marie Lefebvre, Candace Oliver, Kathy Slager, sorry. And we also have Marianne Penny and Nina with us today as well. So thank you all for being here. As I mentioned, we do appreciate you so much and sending you all of our love and thanks for being a part of this awesome venture. All right, so we're gonna flip the camera now. Oh, and Jen, did I not say your name, Jen? I am so sorry. I thought you were at the top of my list and maybe I missed the first line. I am so sorry. Jen is here with us, and Jen has been in my club for a very long time. That's why you are at the top of the list, my friend. Thank you for being here with us. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to flip the camera. Thanks, Jen. And point you down at my work surface. And we're going to get started on these awesome shaker cards. So our technique this month is shaker cards. And I'm going to share. No, I can't forget our Jen, Krista. Exactly. We love Jen so much. Shaker cards are an amazing technique that you can do, and you can put anything in a shaker card. If it's small enough to shake, it can go in a shaker card. That's how I look at it. You can put beads, you can put sequins, you can put rice if you wanted to. I don't know why, but you could put rice if you just wanted the shaky sound. I have made shaker cards with coffee beans inside, sand. There's like so many different things you can do. Now for our cards, of course, Christine and I sent you some of the snowflakes, right? The loose white snowflakes that have sold out, but it's okay. We're going to do these cards today, and the amazing ladies, rice for wedding. Yeah, exactly, Krista. We'll do these cards today the way that they're intended. I apologize on behalf of Stampin' Up. Those loose white snowflakes were obviously a hit and they sold out, but our club members have them. So enjoy those snowflakes, you guys. All right, let's get started. As well as being in the club, you get a copy of the PDF. This will be emailed out to my Canadians today, and I'm sure Christine's going to get her copy out as well. This is the written instructions. This video that you're watching here right now is the video instructions. So we give it to you all different ways. If you're in Canada, I have a private Facebook group where my ladies can chat and share and collaborate and be together as well. So lots and lots of fun ways to interact with this technique class. Alrighty, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna flip the camera here and point you down. And that's my snowy backyard. We have a lot of snow on the ground here in Calgary, but it is a beautiful sunny day. As you can see, the sun is coming across my desk here. I will go ahead and close my blind so that that is not a distraction, because sometimes now throughout the day, the sun will just it'll go right across my desk. And sometimes it can be a little bit hard to see. So let's see if I can fix that here. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Okay, we still got some good light. Hopefully you can see. All right, on my screen you can see here we have the suite. Now this is called Snowy Scenes Suite Collection on page 32 and 33. I do believe that the bundle is the last chance list is live, and I know the pom-pom ribbon, the snowflakes have sold out. The pom-pom ribbon is on sale. And I do believe that this is all on the last chance list. So check it out. If you're watching this on a later date, you'll have to check the website to see what's available, because things change. It's a very fluid situation, right? I'm just getting onto my computer here to make sure I can see your comments. And if it will allow me, it's like... Okay, 1 second, guys. Sorry. I just want to make sure I can glance... and see your comments. I don't think I can. Let's see. All right, click on that. Turn the volume down so it's not a distraction. Let's see. Live chat. Okay, I see. Oh gosh, I can see your comments. Thank you so much, everyone. Alrighty, I will keep an eye if I've missed any of your. Hi, Pam Wheatley from Halifax, my birth city. So nice to have you with us. Hello, Jody. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, hello, everyone. Okay, let's get started, you guys. Thank you for being here. Ask your questions. Deborah says it's sunny and 50s in Texas. Wow, so nice and warm, I guess. Well, compared to where we are. Okay, so we have in your kit, in your package for your class kit, you will have 3 cards. We're going to be doing 3 cards, and they're all using Snowy Wonder. Then, and you'll also have in your kit, if you're a part of the club, we send out these little technique sheets. They can go into a binder if you want to store them that way. I have some ladies told me that they put them together and they punch a hole and they keep them on a key ring together. They actually glue the cards back to back like that, so they've got the description on the back. And then they have we have these samples. So we send a sample of the shaker card technique like that. So this is what the ladies are getting in the club. So I have some kits left as well as Christine. So reach out to us if you would like to get these. I know Christmas will probably be over. It's definitely in Canada, but these are not actually Christmas cards. These can be used for any time of year. So let me bring them in and just give you a quick glance of what we're doing here so you can get a good idea. So the Snowy Wonder stamp set has 3 greetings in it. So we're going to do Season's Greetings, Let It Snow, and Happy New Year. So when I was picking this one for December, I knew we were going to be later in December, the 19th. It would be too late for your Christmas cards probably, unless you're local and you're handing them out, right? But you can use this for winter cards, right? Season's Greetings, you might want to change it if you're going to do it could be season, it could be winter season. Let It Snow can be for cards after Christmas, right? And then, of course, Happy New Year, which would be perfect for January. So we're going to play with this one. All the things winter, all the things snow. We've got snowman and, all the scenery here. We've got the cabin in the woods, all the trees. There's 3 different types of snowflakes. We've got that gorgeous little penguin. And then the dies is a set of 23 dies. And I love, love, love that the dies and the ribbons are on sale. Yes, thank you, Jen, for confirming that. These dies are amazing. They cut out snow globes, right? You got an oval shaped one and then you have a circular one. We have a base here that fits on both of these, and the paper coordinates with these dies, which is absolutely fantastic. We love it when our paper coordinates with the dies, right? So grab the paper, grab the dies if you can get them, because I think you're going to love having this one in your collection. Okay, so we're going to get started here. Let me grab the first card. So I've got this one on my desk. We'll start with the petal pink one. So the petal pink one, careful when you open it. There's a little bling that just popped out. So we have a petal pink card base, and I think in the tutorial, this is card number 2. So we're just going to start with this one just because it's the first one on my screen, or on, the first one I pulled in. It doesn't really matter the order, right? We're going to do all 3. So here we go. We've got petal pink card base, and you've got a bunch of different pieces inside here. So just be careful. You're going to have a snowflake. You're going to have 2 shapes from the Stylish Shapes dies, and then you've got your 3 pieces of bling, the rhinestones there. And then we're going to bring in all the pieces. We're going to start with the card base. So we're just going to fold down that top flap here, and we'll burnish along that score line. And you should have 2 pieces of designer series paper the same size, and the back side would be the one where they have all the snow globes. We're going to use the other side with the petal pink with the white snowflakes. So the first thing you want to do is put your designer series paper up here at the top on that flap. And we're also going to put the second one on this other strip of petal pink. So we'll flip both of these over and get our glue flowing here. Okay, so a little bit of glue, not too much, just enough to stick it down. And there we go. And we're going to put those together. Now, in the PDF, there is a little, a really nice description or visual on how to put the card together. If you're not watching the video and you're just looking at the PDF, you'll be able to see with that visual. So we're going to just put this piece on here. And then what I wanted to show you we're going to do is take this bottom piece, this free piece, and we're going to lay it on the bottom down here. Just make sure it's flush with the bottom and the sides. And then this middle piece of Petal Pink has a piece of Designer Series paper that's going to be the mat. Now, if you prefer to have the snowflakes showing, if you don't want any of the Christmassy scenes with the Christmas tree, like if this is a truly winter card, you could flip it over. You could flip it over and just have snow if you want to do it that way. But for my card design on the PDF, I did have the miniature snow globes on this side here exposed. So we're going to put that just like that. So just glue that down. This card comes together pretty quick, actually. When they got all your pieces cut, it's a really fun one. It's kind of a little bit of a different fun fold, I guess you could say. But I love that you don't waste any of your cardstock, because when you cut your cardstock down, you can cut all these panels from half of your sheet of Petal Pink. So here we have our middle layer. So this is going to not wedge, but this is going to be the bridge. The bridge is the word, not wedge. And we're going to put this on the front of the card. We need to attach it at the top up here and then at the top of the bottom piece. But the tricky part, and it's really not too bad, we want to make sure that this piece at the bottom doesn't move. So I would recommend doing one at a time. You can put glue on the top and bottom here, but we're only going to just focus on one thing at a time. So let's do the top one. So we'll anchor it up here like so. Just make sure it's in the middle. Press that down, and then we can make sure this one is even with the edges of the bottom part of the card. And then when you're happy with how it's lined up, press it down and give the glue a few seconds just to make sure it sets, okay? And then you can also make sure it's straight. Mine is a little tiny bit off here. Let's straighten that up. See, that's the part. You want to make sure you get a little bit of wiggle room with that liquid glue. So take the time to straighten it up, because it'll drive you crazy if it's not straight, right? It'll be the first thing you see when you look at the card. You'll be like, oh my gosh, it's not straight. And we don't want that. Okay, so there we have our panel on the front like that. And then when you open it, it's going to be just like that. Isn't that fun? It's a great one. It's a great style to have just a small bit of your Designer Series paper as your focal point. Okay, so now we have a big piece of white here for the inside. So I'll bring back my sample card and show you what we're doing. So on the inside, we have friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. So I did make this one into a Christmas card. So we're going to stamp Season's Greetings on the front with Poppy Parade. So I've got that on my block here. And we're bringing the Poppy Parade ink pad. And we also need Garden Green. Thanks, Jen. I love this card too. I really do. I love all the colors. I like the soft petal pink. It's a great color. And it's a non-traditional color for Christmas, right? And it goes so nicely with Pool Party. Okay, so we're inking up the Season's Greetings with Poppy Parade. We're going to stamp that right onto the big banner here, like that. Okay, so we got that. And then we've got a piece of the Pool Party ribbon. You want to grab this, put this in your cart, guys. This is beautiful ribbon. I love it so much. We're going to put that on the back of this banner like that. So it's just sticking out ever so slightly on both sides. And the best way I have found is to use tear and tape. So let's grab our tear and tape and we'll put some on the back of this little banner like that. Burnish. And then we can peel off the backing and go ahead and put that pom-pom, Pool Party pom-pom ribbon on top like that. Okay, and then this is going to go right up here at the top of my card. Now you can trim your ribbon down if you want to make it like pointed, or I'm just going to leave mine square for now. I'm going to attach that with dimensionals. So let's see, I've got a little bit of, I don't know what that is. Trim that off. Okay, so let's grab some dimensionals. I think I'm going to put 3 dimensionals, make sure this stays up nicely. So we'll put 1, 2, and 3. Okay, press that down and we can peel off the backing. And then we can go ahead and put this up here at the top of the card like so. There we go. Okay, now for the bottom part, we've got our circle, our stitch circle that's going to sit right here. And I really wanted the snowflake to be my focal point. So we're going to go ahead and put that down with a dimensional. You can go ahead and stick that down in the corner like that. And make sure when you put this piece down that you don't put it out over the edge, because you've got this open edge right here. So you don't want to put it a dimensional right there, because you'll close your card shut when you close it. So make sure your dimensional is just out of that area like that. And then we can take our snowflake. Now this is one of the dies from the Snowy Wonder bundle. So I'm just going to take my Take Your Pick tool and help those little bits pop out. Sometimes they need a little bit of encouragement to fall out. Okay, so then that's going to go on the white piece like that. These dies are absolutely stunning. I love them so much. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to grab my liquid glue and just do a little bit of tapping on this snowflake. You don't need very much glue to make sure this sticks down. This glue is super, super sticky. Okay, so we're putting that snowflake on here as my front focal point. Tap it down. There we go. And then we're going to bring in one of the iridescent rhinestones to put in the center. We'll do the inside in just a second. You should have had 3 of those iridescent rhinestones in your kit. Okay, so we're going to grab one and put up here on the greeting, and we'll put one in the center of the snowflake. Down here, and then the other one over here. Okay, so now the inside of the card, we're going to bring in a greeting from the Peaceful Season. This is an amazing stamp set that has so many different greetings for Christmas. I've been reaching for this one all month long when I'm making my Christmas cards, because it has everything you need, right, to do your stamping. And of course, when you buy the bundle, you're going to get these amazing dies as well. So you've got yourself covered with this awesome, awesome bundle. Okay, so what I did for the inside of mine, I stamped friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. And that is so true, right? Friends and family. How many of you are looking forward? I'm sure we're all looking forward to spending time with friends and family over the holidays, right? So this is such a great, great stamp set. I know I will be reaching for this one years and years from now. Like, you know, it'll stay with me because it says the right message, right? Okay, there we go. Friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. Okay, so then we can go ahead and add our glue to the back of this one. Got a little piece of plastic there on the back from my... How does stuff like that happen? I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. Oh, you know what? The adhesive is still on there. So one of these does not... it's that guy. Okay, this is what happens when you're live. Things happen. This one up here, I put it there, but there's no adhesive on it because the adhesive is still on this little piece of plastic. Okay, this is real life crafting. And we're going to just try and get that back onto my, my gem here. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this live. Hold it down, press the gem onto that glue. Oh, Christine, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure our ladies will have some kind of bling. You can use regular rhinestones or whatever it is you have, right, to bling this up. And honestly, with the pool party ribbon, I don't even think you need bling. You could just, like, that could be your embellishment, right? So don't worry, everyone. If you didn't get rhinestones in your kit, they're very subtle. But if you have some at home, go ahead and pop them onto your card and you can do that. Okay, I've corrected that one. Now it has a little bit of adhesive on the back. And this piece for the inside is ready to go inside the card. So we'll just lift this open and go ahead and put this down like that. So easy. I love, love, love this design. I love it. Okay, so there's our first card with Petal Pink and the Designer Series paper. And I think the paper does all the talking on this card, and that's all you need, right? Everybody will get a different image depending on the piece of paper of the 12 by 12 paper. So they're all different. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's move on to our second card, which is actually a fun fold in itself. It's like an easel card. So you're going to want to grab your kit, your card kit that has a Poppy Parade package in it. So just gently slide out your package so that things don't fly away. That tends to happen sometimes. Just pull it out slowly and we'll get going here. Okay, so I'm just kind of organizing my supplies here. Sometimes it can get real messy on my desk. Oh my goodness. Oh, is it like that where you're crafting? Do you make a mess? I seem to always make a mess. Okay, open this up and you can see we have all of our pieces here. We've got designer series paper. We have this big scallop. I love this background frame from the Garden Meadow dies. We've given you this one in Pool Party. It's going to be a background for our card. I haven't shown you the card yet. All right, this is the card we're making right here, guys. It's an easel card that opens up like this. Okay, so there's the side profile, right? So it's going to pop up like that. And then this designer series paper at the bottom is up on dimensionals, so it makes a cute little ledge so that you can actually stand this, and it looks so pretty on a mantle because it just has that nice little incline there for the easel card. Okay, so that's the one we're going to make right now. And we're actually doing a technique on this card that I didn't even realize until later. I'm like, we're actually playing with masking, which is a technique in itself, right? So we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. So we've got our Pool Party piece here, and then we have the, this piece here is from the dies that cuts out that shape for the snow globe, because we have two different types of snow globes, right? So we're just going to do some stamping on here first. So what we want to do first, you want to start off with your penguin. Okay, so we're going to stamp the penguin in the middle with Memento. No big deal, just bringing in Memento, and we're going to stamp him in the middle. Okay, so tap, tap, tap on my ink pad, and I'm going to stamp him right there. Boom. Okay. Then what I did, you can use masking paper from Stampin' Up. If you don't have masking paper, you can use a sticky note. And what I did was I took a Post-it note. You can stamp another penguin. Stamp it up in the top here where the glue is for your Post-it note. So I stamped him like that. And then I took my paper snips and I just cut him out. Okay, so I cut out the penguin. We're going to take that penguin. This is now a mask. Okay, we're going to put that right over top of the penguin that I've got stamped here, like so. And then we're going to stamp, if you can see off to the left here, I've got the tree and I've got the log cabin, and they have the illusion that they're behind the penguin. And this is how we do this. And you can do this with all of the stamps that you own in your collection. You can make this masking technique, allows things to come to the foreground and it allows other things to be in the background, right? So this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to bring in the little log cabin here, and we also have the tree. So for the tree, we're going to stamp with Garden Green, and we're going to stamp right over top of that penguin because that's just a piece of sticky note, right? Like it's a mask, so it's meant to be stamped over. So we're going to stamp off to the left like this. Stamp your tree over top, even pressure. Give your stamp a little time for that ink to leave, and then we're going to my Post-it came up with my stamp. We're going to put that back on, and we're going to stamp the log cabin off to the right. Okay. I think my Post-it was a little bit off there, but that's okay. It's still good. There's a little bit of a shadow around him, but I'm not too worried about it. We get the look, right? Okay, so we're gonna grab Pecan Pie and we're gonna stamp the log cabin to the right. Tap, 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 and we're gonna do the log cabin to the right and just a little bit up, so it gives the illusion that it's behind and up the hill maybe. Okay, so there we go. We got the log cabin. We'll take that off. Now we can remove our mask and see that he is standing in front of this log cabin, right? So to finish off our image here, we're going to bring in Pool Party because this is a snowy scene, so we need to put some snow in here. So we're going to grab Pool Party and we're going to stamp some snowflakes in the background. So I've got this little medium-sized snowflake. We're going to stamp in the background, a couple of them, and then down here off the edge. And then we also have a snowflake that is more like speckles. Let me just grab my stamp set and show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so trying to grab everything on my desk. So we have a teeny tiny one, a medium one, and a large one. And we also have this speckles, which gives a nice look for snow. So I'm going to get that onto a block here. Got to move some things around and get that on a block. And we're just going to fill in the white space. Hi, Sonia. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. We're going to put these little speckles are going to be the snow in the air. Okay, so just stamp those all around. Just fill in the white space like that. Okay, so there we have it. Now what we're going to do is bring in some blends. We're going to add some color to the log cabin. We're going to bring in Lemon Lolly for the windows. Now this one doesn't have much of that window showing, but this one over here is showing. And also up top, we've got a round window. And then we're going to use some Poppy Parade and add that to the door of the log cabin. So we'll just color that door with a little pop of red here from the Poppy Parade. All right, so then the little snowman, we need to add a little bit of pumpkin pie to his beak and his feet. So I'm going to grab my pumpkin pie and just give him a little touch of color there. There we go. All right. Sorry to put my head in the camera. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize till I glanced. There's a delay with what shows up on the computer here. So I hope you guys can still see me. I'm not seeing too many comments here, but it shows that there are some of you watching. So thank you for being here and interacting with the video. If you have questions about anything you see, please post them. I can see the comments so in the chat. So thank you so much, everyone. So in your kit, you would also have received the, where did I put my pieces now? Oh, off to the side. Here we go. Okay, so we're bringing these in. We have the bottom of our snow globe. This is garden green, and we've already embossed it for you, so that's ready to go. We also have our greeting piece here, which is a banner from the Stylish Shapes. And okay, good, Jen. Awesome. I'm happy you can see everything. We're going to put that, we're going to stamp, let it snow on that one. All right, so let's do that now. So let's add the bottom of our snow globe. Super easy. We're just going to use liquid glue and put a little strip of glue across the bottom of the snow globe. And then we'll take that. Yes, don't forget to like the video. And if you could go out and subscribe to this channel, I would greatly appreciate that, you guys. It just helps get these videos in front of more people. It helps both Christine and I to promote this class, right? Because we are super excited about this one. Okay. This is going to go on to the Garden Meadows die. I love how this die coordinates, complements the Snowy Wonder dies. So fun. But before we do, I don't want to glue that down yet. We're going to stamp the Let It Snow using Poppy Parade. So let's grab my Poppy Parade and the Let It Snow stamp. If you have people in your life that have birthdays in the winter months, this would make a great birthday card. You know, let it snow. Maybe they're doing a winter activity. I'm a winter baby, so we definitely did lots of winter things for my birthday parties growing up. Okay, let it snow. There it goes. Okay, now one thing I do want to mention when you're putting this card together is you want to make sure that this banner does not go off the edge, okay? So, because otherwise you won't be able to fit it into your envelope, right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to put a little bit of glue. Oh, thank you for that, Jen. When you subscribe, you can also choose to be informed when Rose goes live on YouTube so you don't miss it. There you go. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, Jen. Okay, so we've got glue just on the tip of that little banner, and we're going to tuck that behind this globe here. So remember, I just want to make sure that my stamp is going to be visible. And I want to make sure it's straight. So I'm using my Glass Mat Studio in the background here, and I'm lining up my greeting. Whoops, I slipped it. With one of the lines on my Glass Mat Studio just to help me to keep things straight. And then you can press it down and let that set for a second here. Okay. And then this is going to go on the front of my pool party piece like that. And now we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. So let's grab some dimensionals and we'll get this up. Everything looks better on dimensionals, right? So we'll put a couple down here at the base. We'll put one in the middle, maybe a couple at the top. Make sure you got it popped up good, all right? And we'll put, okay, no, we're not gonna put any on the banner. I'm just gonna put one right there. And the reason for that, let me just show you this card. You don't wanna put any glue like here, because when you, this was a glue dot. I had to do that to take my flat photo. But when you close up your card, if you have glue behind this banner, you're going to close it shut and you lose the easel portion of this card, the easel effect, right? So I've got my dimensionals on. We're just gonna peel them off now. We'll peel them all off. And you don't actually need to have dimensionals on the banner part, but you could make sure you got a dimensional on the inside like I have right here to anchor that down. So then this is going to go in the center of our pool party piece like that. Okay, so like that. And then let's bring in the card and put together the card base. So we have some rhinestones here, some little bit of bling. We've got some designer series paper. We got 2 pieces. We have the piece with the houses in the snow, and then we have a strip for the inside part that we're going to put on dimensionals. So for the inside of my card, I stamped wishing you and yours all the best. So I did them in both Garden Green and Poppy Parade. So let's do that. Grab those stamps, wishing you and yours, and then all the best. I like the mixture of different colors for the inside. Just keeps it interesting. So wishing you and yours, let's stamp this piece here first. We'll get the stamping done and then we can glue it all down. All right, so wishing you and yours in Garden Green. And then let me grab another block for all the best. And all the best we will stamp with Poppy Parade underneath. This is the beauty of photopolymer. You can put all this together so easily because you can see where you're stamping, and that one needs to be re-inked too. But you know what? You get 2 chances with a piece of cardstock. So let's try that again. Yikes. It has to be juicy. You can huff on your stamp set, on your stamps. Okay, so wishing you and yours. Let's try that all the best again. All the best. There, that's better. Okay, there's my inside piece. All right, so we're gonna flip this over and add our glue to the back. Okay, here we go. Not too much glue. You don't want to add too much extra liquid glue because it won't actually do you any favors. It'll actually ripple when it dries, and you'll see those ripple lines, and I guarantee you won't like it. So just use very, very minimal amounts of glue, liquid glue, when you're putting your cards together, and they will stay put. This glue is super, super strong. Okay, so there's the inside. This piece here with the snowflakes is going to go up on dimensionals because we want it to create a little bit of a ledge for the easel card to rest up against. So I'm just going to bring in some dimensionals here. I'm almost at the end of this package, so I'm just going to snip some off the sides here and use a couple of those. So I'll put one there and one over here, and we'll pop this up. All right, so this is going to go down here on dimensionals like this. And there's the inside of the card. Now the front of the card, you want to score on this score line. So I'm just going to fold my score line here and burnish it with my bone folder. And we have our little house scene. This is going to go at the top, or sorry, at the bottom of our front of our card. So if you fold your card flat, the houses are down here at the bottom. They're just going to be like a background for our snow globe. Okay, so I can get rid of this piece now. We'll put this together. So the DSP is going to go down there. So let's flip that over, grab our liquid glue again, and we'll put that down here. I love this card design. These easel cards are super simple to make, and you can put any focal point you want on the front, right? This can be used with any of your Stampin' Up! Products that you have at home. Now for this part, we're going to put I want you to be aware that this Garden Meadows die cut is exactly the size of our card, right? To be able to fit this in the envelope. So we don't have any wiggle room to have it off the edge, okay? So what we're gonna do is put it really flush with the bottom, and we only wanna put glue only up to this edge here, right? We only want to put glue where the houses are. So there's a couple things you could do. You could just go ahead and just put it on the very bottom and be risky. If you want to be really sure that you're only putting glue where it needs to be, you could flip the die over like this. And from the back, the back side, you could actually grab a pencil and just make a line. Make a little line there and make a little line there. And then you know not to put your adhesive above that spot, right? So here we go. We're going to take the adhesive now, and now I know I have to stay down in this boundary down here, because we don't want to risk getting any glue up in the top portion of our card, because when we close the card, we're going to close it shut. And that's a shame, you know, all the work you put into making the card, and then you lose the easel effect. The other thing you want to do when you're putting it together like this is make sure your banner is not going off the right side of your card, right? So you're going to make sure that you're still within the framework of your card. So press that down, and then you can still bend it and wedge it onto that easel. Isn't that fun? Such a fun way to do an easel card. Okay, so then last but not least, we can add a little bit of bling, whatever it is you have. Just pull in your gems, your rhinestones, or whatever you have in your kit, and just add them to, I'm just adding them here wherever I put my snowflakes. I'm just putting one in the center, and then I'll just put the other one down there. Okay, so there's our second card using the Snowy Wonder. I'm so happy you like it. Thanks, Jen. All right, so there's that card. Now we're going to get on to the Technique card. Oh my goodness, my favorite, the shaker card. Let's pull in our card package. Let me just move these out of the way here and tidy up a little bit here. The card package we're going to be using for our shaker card is the Garden Green one, so be very careful. Thank you, Marjan from the Netherlands. Thank you for being here with us. The Garden Green package, be very careful when you pull out all of your supplies, because things can go flying. We don't want that. Okay, so we're done with Poppy Parade. Let's close that up. And what else do we need for this card? So for the shaker card, you're going to need Garden Green and Pool Party, as well as Cherry Cobbler. So we've got Garden Green, Pool Party, and Cherry Cobbler. All right, so those are the inks that I need. And the first thing we want to do, we're going to open our kit. You should have some snowflakes. Okay, so we've given you a little sampling of this loose white snowflakes. You're going to have some pieces here that you can fussy cut out. I've got a snowman, a penguin, and a tree. I'm going to fussy cut those. I have a square from the Stylish Shapes. We're going to do our greeting on that square. We have a piece of window sheet that we're going to use. You do need to use window sheets for shaker cards so that your shaker pieces stay put. So we've got that. We've got a piece of basic white here. We're going to make some snow. And we have a Pool Party piece that has the inside cut out in the shape of a dome, like our snow globe. Okay, so we've got that. We got both of those pieces. We have a layer of Cherry Cobbler for the front, and then we have our inside layer. So the card base is Garden Green. Okay, so we've got that. Then we can go ahead right away. You can go ahead and put your Cherry Cobbler piece on. You can start there. We can glue the Cherry Cobbler piece on. I know, I love the penguins in this set too. They're so adorable. There's a sheet of Designer Series paper. They have some of them are wearing earmuffs, some of them are wearing hats, some of them aren't wearing anything on their heads. They're just all so cute. They really knocked it out of the park, Stampin' Up! Did, with this amazing product suite. I'm going to miss it. You know, it's going to be a great one to do scrapbook pages for Winter activities, we like to go snowshoeing and sledding and skating. There's so many activities that we do here in Alberta in the wintertime and capture memories, right? Okay, so this is the card base now with the front layer of cherry cobbler. Now, what we want to do now is bring in the two pieces of Pool Party. Okay, so we're going to put them together the way that they were originally together. Okay, so we're going to put that globe back into its place, and we're going to do some stamping. So you want to hold this together with your hands, and we're going to use Pool Party and Garden Green. So we're bringing in Garden Green. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to grab the tree stamp. Oh, Debbie says her friend's daughter works with the penguins at the zoo. Oh, fun. That would be a great job. We have penguins here at our Calgary Zoo too. So my daughter loves all animals. And like when I would take her when she was little, she would just be so excited about, I could never get her to leave. She loved the zoo so much. Okay, so we're going to stamp a tree right here, and I'm going over the edge because we're going to separate this. So the background will be a background, and then one part of the tree will be in the foreground. But we're just going to stamp right on the edge there. And then I'm going to do another one on the other side. I'm just inking this up, and we're going to put that one over here like that. All right, so we're done with the Garden Green for the background. Now we're going to pull in Pool Party, and we're going to pull in our stamps for the snowflakes. So you can stamp all the snowflakes. So I have a big one here. I have my little medium one, and then there is a smaller one as well that I should have on a block here. My small snowflakes. Let's see. It seems to have flown away. It will show up, I'm sure. All right, let's see. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stamp these snowflakes in the background. So with your Pool Party, you want to add, I like to start with the big ones and then fill in the smaller ones. So put one here. And we'll stamp off the edge. It just gives a nice continuous look when you do stamping on the edge. We're going to fill in the whole background with Pool Party on Pool Party. All right, like this. And then we'll go on to the smaller snowflakes now, like this. And just keep on stamping. Random stamping all the way around. It's a snowy scene. Okay, one more over here. Maybe one across the opening and a couple inside here. And there we go. Maybe one more right there. And then I've got my snow, the little speckly snow. I'm gonna stamp that here. Oop. Don't press too hard. Press a little too hard with that one. Just tap your snow down. All right, so there we go. We've got snow in the background. Pool Party on Pool Party. I love the tone on tone look. All right, so now what we want to do is we're going to put glue on the background piece. Just this background piece, okay? Not the edges yet. So we're just going to take this and we're going to bring back our card base, okay? So bring back your card base and we're going to lay the Pool Party piece on top like that. Now, remember, there's no glue on this. We're just laying it on top just to get a feel for where we want it to be. So we're putting it on here. I'm watching the corners, making sure it's lined up properly. And then I'm going to take the inside part of the globe and we're with the glue on it, and we're going to put that in place. Okay, so I'm holding this down with my left hand, making sure it doesn't move. And we're going to put the inside piece in just like this. Press that down. Now that's going to get glued to the cherry cobbler. Okay, that's going to be the background. All right. And then what we want to do is we're going to take this piece off. Now we're going to work with this piece. This creates the frame for the shaker card. This is the background. This is going to be the frame for the shaker card. And what we want to do, we're going to pause for a minute to cut out these images. I didn't get them cut out ahead of time. I apologize. So I'm just going to fussy cut these. Bear with me while I fussy cut. If you have the dies, you could also do that. Instead of bringing in my machine, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and trim around my little snowman here. And these dies have, oh my gosh, we even have dies for the top hat. You could put a little black top hat on your snowman if you wanted to. So cute. But I'm just going to show you, you know, you can fussy cut relatively quickly. And so grab your snips and snip away. I like to just keep even pressure on my scissors and move my cardstock or designer series paper around. I find that is a helpful way to do it. Okay, so there's my snowman. Then we're going to grab our penguin. We'll cut him out like that. Super fun. This one doesn't have a hat or earmuffs. He's plain, so he will actually work with your dies. So that's the other thing. If you own this bundle, you could pop your die on this and cut it out. If it has a hat or it has the earmuffs, I would recommend fussy cutting him out because you won't get that same look, right? If he's already has a hat or earmuffs on. Okay, I'm just trimming out the little bit of extra DSP there. So there's 2. Doesn't take so long. Yeah, I actually find it relaxing too, Jen. Thank you for chiming in about that. You know, sometimes it's just the little things in life that cause us or make us pause and just enjoy something so simple as just cutting out an image, right? You could do this. I like also tying bows. You guys know me. I like to tie bows. Whenever I have class kits that include bows, I tie them whenever I can. I will tie them and put them in. And a lot of ladies thank me. They're like, oh, thank you for tying our bows. But honestly, I really enjoy doing it. I don't know why. If I'm watching a movie or even if we're driving in the car, I do like to tie bows. Okay, so we've got our little images here. We're going to put those off to the side for a second. We're going to make our shaker card now. So we're going to take this frame, the pool party frame. We want to flip it over. And here's what you want to do. You're going to take your liquid glue, or you could use some tear and tape. You could use glue dots. You could use, whatever it is you're using for glue. You could put your tape runner on here. I'm just putting a little bit of glue around the window. And then we're going to bring in our makes you slow down in a busy day. Yes, Debbie, absolutely. So you're going to take your clear window sheet and we're going to put that over the window. And there's really no right or wrong way to do it, guys. We're just covering up the window is all we're doing. Okay, so that goes on there. So now we've got the window on there. Now we bring in, for this card, you're going to need some of these adhesive strips. If you don't own any adhesive strips, you could also fill in, we have to cover the edge of the window, right? So we're going to use the strips, but you could put multiple dimensionals there to do the same effect. So I'm taking my strip, I'm just going to start, and you want to put this strip really close to the edge. You don't want it to be shown through the window, but you don't want it to be too far out because when you put your snowflakes in, they'll get lost. And I'll explain that in a second, but we're just going to go around the edge here with your strip, just gently pressing it down. So you can also open it up and flip and see. So you can see here that I'm not showing any of that adhesive strip through the window. We don't want to see that when we look through the window. What we want to see is the snowflakes. That's it. Whatever shaker medium or item you put in there. Okay, so there's that. Now I've come to the end of my strip, so we'll just go ahead and grab another one. And we'll just pick up where we left off. So easy. When you buy these strips, you're going to get a lot. In a package of these adhesive strips, you get 40 of these big ones. So they will last you a long, long time. And you also, just like our regular dimensionals, you can keep the edges and use those as well on a shaker card. So we're just coming around the edges here, coming up to the seam, and just close that off. Now we're not using beads or anything small like that. So, you know, and I have made shaker cards with sand, like play sand. You really want to make sure you got no gaps at all. Otherwise your sand will inch its way to that little opening and it'll be falling out of your card. You don't want that. So if you get a little strip left over, no big deal. Take that and put it glue side down back onto your packaging. And they will be there for your next shaker card. So a package of shaker cards will last you a very long time. Hi, Anne. Thank you so much for watching from snowy eastern Wisconsin. You guys are definitely getting some snow today, hey? Okay, so there's our shaker card. This is actually the shaker card mechanism. Now you get to do the fun part. And there is a backing on these strips. So this is nice. I like to do that last, okay? So I don't want to do that right now. And I don't want to put my snowflakes in here because then I have to tip this, right? I have to tip it over my scene. So what I like to do is take my scene, and it's not complete yet because I need to put my characters in it. So here's my scene. I want to put my snowman there. I want to put my little penguin there and another tree. So we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to glue these down with liquid glue. I don't want to put them on dimensionals. That's another key point, because if you put these on dimensionals, your snowflakes run the risk of going behind the image and getting stuck, and you probably won't like that look, right? So glue down your images with some glue so that they are nice and flat and in the scene, okay? So we're going to put this snowman right here. We're going to put our penguin just in front of him, standing next to him here. And we'll bring this tree in. Let's put that tree over here like that. Okay, so there we've got our images, and I'm making sure that they're flat so we don't have any little pieces sticking up that can interfere with the movement of our snowflakes, okay? So there's our scenery. Now what you do is you go to your kit and you get your snowflakes, okay? Or your package of, if you were lucky enough to get them before they sold out, they were sold in a package like this, these loose white snowflakes. And oh my goodness, you guys, you get a lot of them. Look at this. This is how they were sold. So Christine and I just gave you a little sampling to use with your card. But you can make your own snowflakes with cardstock if you have small dies that cut out snowflakes. You know, you can save your confetti pieces that fall out. But anything goes for shaker cards. So I'm going to take my little Ziploc here. I'm going to dump my snowflakes right on top of my scene. And you want to put them on your scene in the center, okay? Because we're going to put the shaker part on top here. So I'm flattening them out a little bit, spreading them around like that. And then we're going to go back to our shaker card part, our mechanism. We're going to pull off that adhesive. So pull off all your strips and expose your glue on the other side of your strips like that. Okay. So now I have my shaker piece and I have my background scene, and we're going to just come in here and we're just ever so slowly lower this down over top of its frame. And it'll make contact with the cardstock. You want to press that evenly all the way around. And we have rebuilt the scene, and check it out. The snowflakes, you can shake it. And sometimes they'll stack. And you know what? That's what they do in nature. Snowflakes stack on one another, and they create a mound of snow and snowballs, and it's all good, right? This is such a fun interactive card for the recipient. They will love to get a card like this. Now, when I taught this card in person here at my live classes, a lot of people ask me, well, what about the corners? Do we need to put dimensionals? And the answer I said to them was, no, you don't need to necessarily, because it is secure. It's secure all around the middle here. So I wouldn't worry about putting dimensionals. And in fact, I think that the strips are actually thicker than dimensionals. So your dimensional might not be thick enough. And then you could have a situation where your sides are warping down if you do that, right? So I would just leave your card the way it is and just have comfort knowing that it is secure in the center. Okay, so this is the shaker card. Here's my shaking. I love it. Okay, the other part I didn't show you yet is we have a strip here, a strip of white. This is optional. You don't have to do this part. But what I did was I included this strip of white, and you want to take it in your hand, and this is a tearing technique. So we're going to tear the cardstock towards ourselves in short little bursts like this. So we're going to make some snow mounds, okay? So we're just doing this tearing technique. And I know you're probably thinking, how is tearing a technique? But it truly is, because if I just took the cardstock and ripped it crazily, then you wouldn't get the same effect. But if you tear it in short little bursts like this, you'll get this nice jagged white edge to your cardstock. And then it kind of looks like mimics snow, like a snowbound, right? A snow, like a mound of snow. So you could do one layer, or you could take 2 layers and put them together, and it looks more realistic, like real snow, right? So it's up to you. Let's glue them together. I'll show you what that looks like, and then you can decide what you want to do with your piece at home. So I'm just going to put glue on one piece and lay that down. I'll bring in my other piece and put it right on top, because this is how snow is, right? Like it piles up, it's fluffy, and I really like the tearing technique for that look. Okay, so I'm just trying to put it back together here, and the liquid glue is trying to play tricks on me. Okay, hold that down, and let's see if we can get this together here. Okay. There. Okay. And then this piece, if my memory serves me correct, yes, it's the same size as our pool party piece. So then you can go ahead and you can stick that down. But don't forget, we do have this piece. This is optional as well. This is the bottom of our globe. If you want to put that on, you can. If you want to leave it off, you can leave it off. If you just want to have snow at the bottom, you can leave it off. So for this card that I'm demonstrating with you today, got a little bit of glue there. Let me just get that off. I'm going to just put the snow down. I'm not going to put the globe part, but I'll show you at the end. I'll show you both combinations. So we're going to put this down here with some glue, and I'm actually going to put my glue right on the pool party card base like this layer like that. And then we're just come in here with our piece, lay it on top, give it a chance to set. And then don't forget, you can grab your Wink of Stella and you can Stella up your snow. Just give it a little bit of sparkle, right? Snow glistens in the sunlight. So you can add that to your card with your Wink of Stella. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, it's optional to put this piece on if you want to. You do have in your kit your little square piece here. And we're going to stamp the greeting that says, Happy New Year. This can be a New Year's card, right? Which I'm excited that we have this because, you know, in Canada, people did not get their Christmas cards. I mean, some people will get them if you're handing them out. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, Christmas is less than a week away, so I doubt any of my family across the country would get their Christmas card if I mailed it, because we're already facing a big backlog. So anyway, you can do New Year's cards, right? So don't stress. If you didn't get Christmas cards done, do New Year's cards, do winter cards. It's all good, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this onto the card. You can put it, I believe I put my sample up here. Oop, let's see. I think I've misplaced my card. It's real life crafting. Here we go. Okay, this is what I did on my original sample. I put my Happy New Year right here. I did put the globe bottom, so you could do that if you want to. I'm just going to put the Happy New Year right here today, and I will leave this one without the cherry cobbler part. And you can let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you like it with or without? Like that. There we go. And then you also have your inside piece. Here's the inside piece for your greeting. So we said Happy New Year on the outside. The inside, I love this. Wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. So that is also from the same stamp set I was using before, the Peaceful Season. So I'm grabbing that one. I'm going to stamp it with cherry cobbler. So let me grab a block and we'll get that onto a block. And we can call this card done. Whoops. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Gail. I'm so happy you love this one. You know what? I love them both too. So either way would work, right? Whether you put the bottom of the globe on. I know at my live classes, some of the ladies were like, oh, but the snow, I don't want it up into the window. So they actually trimmed the snow down with their snips. So it's totally, totally up to you what you do with this piece. You don't have to use it. I think the card is beautiful either way. Okay, so here we go with the liquid glue, putting that on the background. And open this up, put it on here, and there we have it, my friends. Shaker card with the snowflakes. So there we have it with the snow globe base and without. We have, let's bring them all back into the screen. We have our Let It Snow easel card standing up there. Beautiful for your mantle. And we have this one here with the season's greetings. Friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. So many gorgeous images in the Snowy Wonder bundle. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then that small snow globe piece. This is a smaller version of the shaker card for your technique binder, or however it is you want to store these, with your description at the bottom. So if you give your cards away, you will always have your description on how to do these techniques. And I put a little sticker here saying it's December 2024 so that you'll know when you learned this technique. So thank you all so much for being here with me today. After Christmas in January, we'll be continuing on with the Technique Club, of course. My club has been running consecutively for, I don't even know how many years. As long as I've been, I joined in 2002, and I think it was in 2003 I started my first Technique Club. So it's been a long time running, and we just have so many techniques. There's just so many. Now, in the new year, we will be playing with the very first. I don't have the cards to show you. I apologize. I will be getting them out to you soon, and I'll share the pictures. But we are going to be playing, some of you, I can't show you the inside pages, sorry, with Wildflower Birthday in January. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful product suite, but I do want to share with you in case you're wanting, if you're a demonstrator and you're in mine and Christine's class and you want to grab that bundle, I'm going to be designing the cards with Wildflower Birthday. So that's going to be, I can show you the cover, and it is featured on the cover. This is the cover of the mini catalog that starts January 7th. And I am going to be featuring this exact product suite. So I'm excited to share. We're going to be doing some heat embossing techniques with crayons. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a really fun one. So I hope you'll join one of our clubs, either in Canada with me or in the United States with Christine. Let me just flip you around here so I can see you. I want to thank you for being here with me today. I had so much fun making these shaker cards and the easel card. But actually, shaker card and both of them have fun fold aspects to them, right? So really, really awesome cards for winter. Even though we're into December, if you're done with Christmas stamping, you can still do some winter stamping. I know here in Canada, we have probably many weeks left of winter, right? We are coming up to winter solstice this Saturday, but we still have lots of snow ahead of us, right? So embrace the snow, send cards to people, and celebrate the snow, and be happy about the snow. If you live in the snow, it can be a lot of fun. And I want to thank you for being here with me today here on YouTube, or if you're joining me later, thank you for coming back to watch this replay of this video. This is something near and dear to both mine and Christine's hearts, doing these classes like this on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere online. We want to thank you. And yes, I would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a relaxing, peaceful time with your family and friends, and you get a chance to stamp or do whatever makes your heart happy, right? Stamp, do some scrapbooking, and just enjoy, right? Enjoy the season for what it is. And I want to thank you. Yes, Merry Christmas to you too, Christine. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a great holiday, and we will see you in the new year. Take care, and Goodbye for now. I'm just trying to turn off the video. Oh, there we go. Yes.